Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition. And we have a scavenging mission ahead of us, and it's one that I probably am the most apprehensive about, a mission that I've been on in a while, because we have probably our least capable team going out on this, and I don't think I have any viewers on this team, so thank goodness I don't have a problem calling it my least capable team. I don't have to risk offending anybody, but let's face it, they're my lowest tier team that we have available right now. We also have a scarab on this mission that is like at half strength. We do have another full strength scarab way back over here in our base up in Greenland. So I'm, rather than the speedy Tiamat going back there and get the full strength one and then doing the mission, I want the goods now. So hopefully I'm not going to pay for that decision. But I'm thinking we can get by somehow. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But before we do that, I want to welcome in a couple new viewers and their characters that we have in here. And the first one is Kairos. He is our Frenzy Priest. He now has an official name. I think I alluded to that in the last episode. If you saw the, I think I popped up some printing in there, so you actually had to read during the episode to let you know that he had a name now. But this is Kairos, and what I'm going to do, Kairos, since you're sitting in Central America on this base where we're waiting for living quarters and both med bay to get repaired so we can get this team back into shape to continue operations, I am thinking I'm just going to borrow back this inappropriate armor anyway. It's heavy armor, other than the mask that you love so much. We're going to just take those away from you temporarily so we can dole them out. And I'm thinking, even though they're inappropriate for our team going on this smash and grab kind of scavenger mission, I'd rather have them have it maybe than nothing at all. So you're now the one stripped down and playing the waiting game for some new armor. Now we do have the ability to manufacture priest armor. We just don't have a lot of abilities to get that done yet. The other new character that we have, new viewer that's gained a character, and that is down here, Drumax. You're gonna have to tell me, do you like the long U? Is it more of a Drumax, or is a Drumax kind of a name, the shorter vowels better as far as the way you like it pronounced? You let me know. You're going to be our newest sniper edition here. That's you. It's going to be a nice strong sniper build, the way I like snipers to be, with both sniperist, where you gain 25% damage, and reckless, 10% bonus damage. Yes, you sacrifice a little aim on this one, but boy, I love the pop that you're going to be able to present to us. And I'm still trying to contemplate exactly how we can work in the healer and how I want to cross-class you for maximum benefit, but we'll figure that out. I know it's always nice, or can always be nice, to have that heavy cross-class, so we'll see if we get friendly and successful with New Jericho up north. Maybe we can look at even you being our first technician cross class with a sniper. I don't know if that's a doable or a smart cross class, but I'm not going to make any decisions without looking at them and doing the best choice. But I know for sure heavy is one possibility, and technician, just purely because of the healer perk here, is another possibility. So there is our two new viewer characters. Welcome aboard. One thing I noticed coming in here also before I started recording is we have this Arthron. There's another source of mutagens that if I don't get any mutagens on this scavenging mission, we will have another source if we can start focusing more on captures. So I may have to build a few more of those paralyzing guns. We only have one in action right now. We did see it work. It can help us out on these lower level, especially Arthrons, and that may be just what we're going to have to try and harvest to get our mutagens if we aren't finding them any other way, because it's been a while since we found a lair also. So just that in the back of our minds. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to cover before we get into the... Oh yeah, I know what I was going to do. Callum, we found that stick the last scavenging mission, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick it right with you so that you have it next time we go out. I'm just going to stick it into your inventory you know, whether you can, yeah, you're going to be overburdened right at the moment. Yeah, there's the neuralizer. So, in fact, we'll just do this. You aren't even going out on a mission, and I'm worried about you being over-encumbered. But there's your stick. It's in your inventory now. And there you go. So now let's get back to the mission at hand, and we'll start figuring this thing out. Geoscape, scavenging mission, deploy. This is the part that scares me. High threat level with Pandoran enemies. Are we up to a siren or two? Are we up to possibly worse than that coming in here? It's nighttime, so our vision range, perception range is going to be cut short also. So some of these nasties could have a chance to get closer to us than I would prefer. Anyway, as a reminder to myself, we do have to pick anything up that is dropped if we want it. And there it is, the Scarab, half strength. So we're going to have to be really careful. We're not going to be able to just drive out there and out in the middle of nowhere, not worrying about our health. We definitely have to worry about our health, but I will take the rockets. I will take the rockets that this brings. And I will take the holding capacity for the scavenging stuff that's out there. Veronica, you can only recover items... well, I already said that. What am I even looking there for? Let's click over here. You can tell I'm probably worried about this mission. I can't keep my train of thought straight. And we don't want to overburden y'all, because we want you light and lean so you can pick up the maximum amount of stuff. But I will, just because you're a greenish style team. I think rank 4 is probably the highest we got on the team. But there you go. I think, you know what, no, viral damage, it's just not that important on this mission, I don't think. I think I'd rather do that 1 tick of speed for you, Veronica. Brooke, you are going to pick up some of this clunky, awkward, and I'm not going to do, because in messing around in other playthroughs of mine, when you put a jet jumping back or armor on somebody who's not proficient with it, like not a heavy, it doesn't always work. So we're just gonna go with yeah, and let's put it up here, not on your actual body. And I'm trying to think, armor wise, let's put the legs on you. And there I did it again, trying to put it right on. Yikes, I'm a slow learner. Let's get over here. We got room to carry 1 more item for you. Got to figure out who I want to have the incendiary. I think we'll keep that with Kurt Russell. Otherwise, do we have any other grenades that we can slap on you? It doesn't look like it. Oh, yes, there's our 1 extra grenade we can slap. No, take that back. What am I doing? All of a sudden, I'm loading people up. All of a sudden, I'm loading people up, excuse me, with more than we need to carry. I think what we'll do is sacrifice the grenade, do it this way. There we go. So Veronica, you're good. Brooke Adams, you're good. Kurt Russell, you're not good. We need to get you outfitted. I like the idea of this heavy thing, but I don't like the idea of it taking 2 action points to fire. So we may have to think about giving you a separate or different pistol to go along with your stick. I envision you jumping off the vehicle and dealing with you more that way. I think what I am going to do is switch grenades, and I'm going to give you just so if you do jump off, you can shoot with 1 action point and not have to worry about moving twice, because you might have to take a step to get around the Scarab to even get a line of sight. We'll go with the Synedria Neural Pistol instead. And that's how you're going to be equipped, Kurt Russell, except we do want some armor on you. Once again, we'll go with the independent armor. And we're going to give you a helmet, though, just so you have a little protection. Crouch, don't let them hit you low, and we'll be fine. Charles Dutton. We definitely want to deal with stuff for you, and the way we want to do that is get rid of the Slam Strike. I don't think that's our best option on this mission. We're going to go with the new Jericho. We're going to go with the shotgun, and you're the one No, we better play it safe with a med kit. I'm feeling we're going to get hurt. Why do I have so little confidence? I don't know. But I'm feeling we have the chance to potentially get hurt. The heavy, Dana Winner, maybe not so much. But once again, I'm spreading around the armor as best I can. So we have holes. Here it happens to be leg armor. So I guess we will, because of that, give you the med kit as backup. And there you go. We don't want this to be a prolonged mission because we only have so much ammo and we can't count on finding the ammo that we need. Let's get out there. Cross your fingers, guy. I'm just feeling apprehensive, like this is going to be tough. I hope I haven't overstepped here. I guess the good thing is we have no player characters, viewer characters that I have to worry about killing on this one. So let's get down there. See you on the battlefield. All right, let's take a look at the map. Well, we have 10 resource packs available to us. In fact, can we get any closer than this one right here? Can we? The other thing I want to be aware of and kind of keep our eyes open for, well, we got a huge building right in front of us. Of course, that's going to block our line of sight because you know there's mist sentinels on this puppy. There's always at least one mist sentinel, in case you didn't know, on scavenging missions, and quite often there can be two. It's one or two, I think, is the guideline. So we got another one on the second story here. So we got some that are fairly close. The question is, how close will the Pandorans also be? There's only a couple that we got to get far for. One here. Well, I guess I'm considering that close, huh? Yeah, so I guess we're kind of fortunate on the packages that we have to pick up. Of course, it's kind of a dinky map in relation to some we've been on. So let's do the first thing, and I think our first order of business is find those mist sentinels to figure out if we can take some of them out. What's the best way to do some scouting? Maybe with the scarab? I don't know if we're going to get much vision. It depends. This big building is in the way. I'd rather almost have the big... I'd rather start in the open, to be quite honest. Have the big building in the distance, but... such is not the case this time. Let's go over here. Maybe we can see something through a door or whatnot to give us some vision over there. Let's drive the scarab forward. Well, we spotted an enemy, and it is just what we suspected we might be dealing with, and that is a mist sentinel. The question being, I don't know, am I going to even be able to get anybody lined up to see that thing? I'm not feeling quite too sure and confident that that's going to be the case. No, I don't know. So let's take the scarab. This is how much I hate mist, by the way. Can you shoot over the building and do some damage on this baby over here? It says you could. It doesn't look like we have a chance of accidentally hitting, a huge chance of accidentally hitting the building. Let's see if we can do damage this way, and maybe, just maybe, we can dash somebody over to maybe get just enough of a follow-up hit, as long as these both connect as it says it should. Let's give it a try. Okay, we did good damage on this thing. Problem is, it's alerted and it's going to spit out you know what. So my next question is, who might I have available? We got Charles Dutton, we got you, and the ability to maybe dash a little bit. I wonder if your dash is good enough to get you up here, or down below we would have a shot, it's telling me, through the door, and over here. So, oh jeez, what a cockamamie shot that would be. And it's not even sure exactly how much of it would be visible if we took such a shot. I almost feel better if we had the ability to get up just a little bit higher to try for that kind of a shot. And that tree doesn't, I don't like it over here. Let's check out your dash right here first. Yeah, I don't feel like I can count on getting up here with a dash. Going up ladders chews up a lot of that range. So I think I'm going to go over for this spot over here. And I got to run right here is where I need to get, right? There or there. One of these two spots, depending on how far your dash gets us. So let's find out. So I can get to either one. We're going to try the farthest close. The farthest closest. Isn't that an odd statement? I can tell I'm in my A game of commenting on this one here.
Never give up.
And let's see if we have a shot to be able to take this out.
Let's just get this over with.
Can we destroy the mist? It says we have a pretty dang good chance. Please, let's do it. That tells you how much I love the mist. That I was willing to do that to take it out. Let's see. The scarab can move a little further. Let's take it out to max range. And look at that. What did we find now? Oh, so we're dealing with a Chiron. What kind are we dealing with? Do we know what kind of things he can shoot? We're dealing with fireworms, ladies and gentlemen. We are dealing with fireworms. Well, what are the odds of another Mist Sentinel? What do you think? So I'm kind of thinking now, maybe I want to jump someone to get some other sight. So maybe this is a good kind of out by itself kind of thing to be able to jump out to. Except I can't quite get exactly where I might want to be with any of these. Do I have any cover over here? So maybe what I do is I jump you right here. If we see something that's a little on the awkward side, we can run you into this cover, is what I'm thinking. Or do I just, it looks like there's a will gathering point right here too. So maybe we hold off and do that last. And get some others of us moving. Kurt Russell, do we have a crate in range for you? Yes, we do. In fact, duh, we have a crate in range for you, and we're going to take it. We're going to run you right here, pick this stuff up, and see if we can drop it off in the Scarab. That's kind of how I planned on using you before we even got you any armor. I was thinking you wouldn't have any armor. So let's run over here, get the stuff, see what we're starting out with. And there we go. It looks like materials is what we get to start with. And Kurt, we're going to pick it up for you. We also get what? New Jericho mech arm, energy pack, and a couple Synedrian crossbow quivers. Those, we don't even have such a weapon, so, but we're taking it anyway in case we can scrap it at some point and get something from it. And Kurt, I think you can make it. Alright, we'll offload that stuff, get the Scarab driving somewhere so you can jump out again, maybe grab something else. Our only way, or how do we have a way to get up to this second story? Doohickey. I don't, okay, stairs are way over here to come back. So maybe this first turn we just kind of slow play it a tiny, tiny bit. And there's Brooke Adams to gain us back. Will also, so it might not be a bad play to get people kind of moving up in this general direction and giving some will back. So let's do Dana Winter. I'm jumping you up here. Well, I'm jumping you up as close as I can get you to up here. You're the quickest way to get to this.
On it.
And let's see what this baby has given us. We won't be able to pick it up this turn. We got tech and materials, and virus rifle we do have, so we can take that ammo next turn. Now shall I move you so you have sight of this baby over here? We'll leave you right where you are. Just in case it doesn't see us, maybe it won't shoot worms the very first turn. What do you think? What are the odds? Sniper-wise, it'd be nice to get us up here and maybe bring you here so you're set for next time here, Veronica. So you can help us out. We'll just do a short range overwatch just for any surprises that we haven't seen nor heard yet. What the heck? Spread it out all the way. Probably, since it's a pistol, keep it shorter range, but you know, what are the odds that anything's going to be that close anyway? We're going to bring you up here, Brooke Adams. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we're going to be stretching our limits to get everybody in here. Maybe these two have used for sure the will the first time, so we'll cheat over to this side. And let me just get a sense. Yeah, and a sniper's just out of step, but that's okay. No will was used there yet. So, Brooke, you're just going to use your passive thing to give us back a tick or two of will. I think it's a couple is what it says in your description for that perk. And we will end our turn right here. Yikes. Is there two of them? I think that means there's two of them. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I think these are kind of big enemies, and they take a lot of points, so maybe, just maybe, having these guys out here, we aren't going to end up seeing... It's less likely that we see a siren of some kind. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's maybe kind of what I'm hoping. Kurt Russell, which do you look like? You're the Berserker. There you are. Let's do a little drop-off for you. That's step one. Step two is I'm thinking the Scarab comes forward and rocket shoots right there on the Chiron. We did not hear, really in between turn, any other Pandoran noises. I know there's got to be some lesser ones out there somewhere hiding, ready to shock and surprise us. But we haven't heard them yet. Okay, we are still able to take a rocket shot. And I'm thinking, let's see if we can start doing some hurt over here. And I forgot to check. One thing I want to know, inquiring minds and all, poison worms on these guys. So the nice thing about the poison worms, if we're in a bad location, we can, if we're in range, we can run into the Scarab and stay protected. That's the good news about that kind. I think I will go ahead and launch a missile over here, though. Or is it that important? You all, now I'm starting to doubt my choices here. I think what we'll do is we will see about getting... Do we have... What kind of will? Charles, you're back up to full will. Isn't that nice? We can probably dash you out here, pick this up. I'm not worried about a shot from these guys. The worst I got to worry about is worms being dropped around us. So let's just do this and see if we can pick something up. That is the whole reason we're here, right? Let's get you outside that window here. And I can bring you here. Uh-oh, there's something else over here. And I don't know if I like the idea of what we just see here. Okay, I was worried. I thought that one thing hanging from his arm was a grenade launcher thing, but it's not. So I'm now thinking I want to dash you here, although his shield's in an awkward position, but at least we can overwatch you against the guy if I end up having nothing else to work on him with. So let's do the dash. We're going to spend the dash. In fact, we're going to do the dash here so you at least still have cover. And light loads so far, not a lot of extra peripherals, and I'm not so keen on the peripherals we're finding. Crossbow quivers is not something I have a use for right now. Unfortunately, we got food, which we don't really need, but we did get some more materials there. We're not going to pick it up yet. That will come. Now let's see. Oh, we also have a shot with a sniper, but I have a feeling he's going to be hard to hit since he's standing behind that vehicle. But let's see what that shot looks like. Ooh, maybe not as hard to hit as I think. I think what we're going to do is a little quick aim. Veronica Cartwright.
Zooming in.
Let's start getting you some experience here. And we have a bleeding torso. Of course, we don't have any chance to slow him down with hitting his leg, so I think we therefore we just need to go full on and see about taking out. Just taking him out once and for all.
I don't miss.
Gonna be a pretty good chance. There is chances to miss, but come on, I like that last shot. Let's do it again.
Enemy down.
All right, enemy down. I do definitely kind of want you up here in the area, Brooke Adams. Let's bring you up to this point. Oh, the scarab's in the way. Does the scarab have the ability to move any further? No, not if I want the option of the rockets. Not if I want the option of the rockets. Well, one thing I'm going to do, let's get Kurt Russell on the inside. I'm thinking I will take him out. He dropped off his goods. How far and where can he get? Not necessarily very far. We don't have anything that we're aware of this turn that can shoot at us other than the worms. Let's bring you out in this direction. I think I will. We still have two more, or after this I'll still have two more uses of the rocket, so let's just get some damage here in case we feel the need to damage him further. If we're lucky, we might get the slow bleed started. Let's find out. Now we got the slow bleed started. We got his mobility definitely disabled or hurting. So not a bad start on that. Of course, 20 bleeding per turn is not going to get rid of him anytime soon. But he's hurting. So that means I have to decide now where I want to place you. Is it better I use dash? I probably want the dash back over here. And while I'm thinking and contemplating that, let's bring you down here. Yeah, we can get you in here, Dana Winter. Drop off your stuff and keep us moving, because I'm thinking I want you to jet jump and be the one to jet jump in and out real quick back here. So it'd be nice to lighten your load. And then that's going to leave us one way in the distance that we have to get him. Am I missing anything else? I don't think I'm missing anything else. I'm kind of thinking Kurt Russell, although you may have to start smashing worms instead. Would like to get you over here. We'll see how that works for us. With that in mind, I'm going to get you over here for will replenishment on... Too bad I can't quite make it more right in between these two. So it's gonna, we are gonna favor our assault and bring Brooke right here. There we go. Oh, look at that. One space, and that's not really going to make a difference. Dana, your will's okay. What's your will looking like over here? Charles, it's still pretty dang good.
I was born ready.
You know, we can run you down here, get you in there for free, and unload all in the same turn. Then you're ready to pop out and not jump right away. The jet jump won't be available by doing it that way. But we're gonna run you down here and get you offloaded either way, just so when you jump off into the distance. Dana, here you are. Hopefully you have that one tick left to. Whoops, no, we don't want to pick it up. Oh, you know what I did? I jumped away. Okay, this is called don't do as I do, do as I say is what it's called. Oh well, she'll be jumping. We're still going to jet jump her out. We still have other people that can come back and pick this up at some point, depending on how we have to deal ahead here. Now we also have the ability, I might just pick things up right now. Or since I was planning to take the shot anyway, shall we try to do some more damage over here? guess we'll just kind of do a little torso bang. There's a chance we can take out the torso and get it bleeding even more. Why not? And we do have some more bleeding, up to 30. Of course, the abdomen, where all the worms come from, is just hunky-dory fine at the moment. Barely injured, probably. We're going to keep you still right where you are. And for whatever reason, we'll end the turn this way, since it doesn't want to let me do it the other way. Here's our first round of worms. These are the poison variety. That means he's alerted now, ready to fire worms. Does he see us yet, though? That's the big question I have. Will he be able to shoot this turn? No. I think he'll have no doubt, no issue seeing us now. Unless we're lucky because it's nighttime. He doesn't know we're over here to shoot worms at us. Wouldn't that be ideal? Wouldn't that be ideal? Kurt Russell, we're going to run you up here to bash this worm. That is your job as you head towards the loot.
Operative on the move.
And let's play with the stick and have some fun. Overkill. We're going to bring you over here. I'm thinking we can probably just bash a worm, save that ammo, and give you hopefully some experience, Brooke. We could also mind control the worm. So your bash is apparently, well, you can bash more than once, so there we go. Alright, and we can pop you back in the same spot you were in. I don't think I'm going to spend the ammo. We're going to save it just in case something worse shows up that we need to deal with. What we're going to do is we are going to take our pickup here. And let's get the scarab moving forward on this one. I just did the small move just in case we saw something as we move forward, but instead we'll move up here. Still not seeing anything new.
Ready.
And we're going to jump you in here.
Let's do this.
And offload your goods. If I can figure out who I just put in here. It was my assault.
Can't wait.
Alright, my assault, what are you left? You're not left with enough movements to get out, but my heavy, if I can find my heavy,
Receiving.
is. And now we can send you out of here, as we That's still killing me. Still killing me. Let's send you, well, we can't send you jumping this turn, so we'll just get you out here ready for a jump. In fact, what's the best spot to do it from? Maybe we'll get you over here in front of this. No, I'm going to do that, and then all of a sudden something's going to be there to shoot at me. So let's get you to the side of the vehicle to start. We do not see anything yet. And yes, I know there's a worm out there, but we have someone to take care of it. So I'm going to step you in front. You'll obviously have to move before the scarab so you can start your long trek jumping over here. But that's what we'll do. The scarab, I think we'll keep it right where it is for now. And we're going to get out the pistol and see what this shot looks like over here.
A clear shot.
And we would therefore have the potential to quick aim both these guys potentially in line. No, it's telling me I wouldn't see the one in the front. I'd only see the one in the back. And I'm not ready to take that shot yet to potentially bring it into the game, is what I'm thinking. I'm going to bring the sniper a little farther forward. Let's do it a little farther forward where we still might have a shot once the scarab moves. My exit zones are near. Of course, they have a reinforcement zone right behind us too. We'll bring a sniper right here. We don't want anybody too spread out with worms coming our way, so we can hopefully still support each other. That's my best thinking. We will do a little overwatch just in case. Kinda, I don't know where. It's just in case, right? And who else has a move? The scarab. I think we're done. We got all 3 worms out here to contend with. And we have somebody who can shoot at us, of course. Because we're, at least a little bit in cover. And he goes into hiding. And we now have the worms we have to worry about a little bit more than the poison worms. So we got a lot of worms out there right now. And we have another enemy out there. Woohoo! Let's see. You're sitting there with 24 will points is what you're sitting there with. Sounds like something I would like to deal with. But at the same time, we're a little worm infested over here. I'm going to run you up here, Kurt Russell. And we're going to pick this up. Materials and food. Well, I guess you can argue getting so much food we can trade it somewhere for what we need. Now he's behind the wall, able to easily come around, move, and do something to you. And the limits of your movement are not going to allow you to get back on the vehicle to hide. So what we do maybe instead, how can we best protect you against this enemy? Well, the first thing I'm going to do
Ready to roll.
is maybe hustle in here to the vehicle to protect ourselves with some of us over here.
I was born ready.
I'm jumping you away, Dana Winter. How's that gonna work? Now this guy has a shield bearer. He's up close, but he can still swipe that pincer. And this guy has a weapon of laser assault rifle, which actually can really hurt if it hits without cover. So I'm very thankful our sniper Veronica survived as well as she did.
Comms online.
So you could take a pistol shot and still run. That's probably what I'll do and get you on board. I'm not so worried about, like I said, I'm not so worried about this thing, the poison, as I am the fire. We also have quick aim to take multiple pistol shots. Let's quick aim our pistol. I want to leave you with enough action points to still be able to get away should this go south.
It's hard to shoot like this.
We don't have any more will. And we have full action points. So I can still take one more pistol shot. So I want to see if I can get this one over here. And I'll tell you my thinking. Because I'm thinking of sending a poison worm, try to mind control a poison worm, see how that works, and send it over here. Let's find out if that's going to be a play we can take. Except for these two worms over here worry me. This is the worm I want. Oh, this is the worm I don't. This is not one of the worms I necessarily want to shoot. I apparently cannot see this worm. Yeah. Well, what I can do is run towards this thing, then get rid of this, or yeah, because if I control this worm, I don't have enough range to do what I want. Where if I get control of this worm, I might. Now let's just find out mind control, how many points that takes. 1. Which I should be, so I should be able to move you. Yeah, so let's do this. We're going to run you over towards the scarab. Take that pistol shot I wanted on the worm that I wanted.
It's hard to shoot like this.
No, that's full worm. That's an easy shot.
I don't miss.
And then we're going to climb aboard. Okay. Now, I'm going to step over here. To try mind control. And then we're going to hope, but even if I can't quite make it on the scarab, if I run as far as I can in that direction, although if I don't make it on board, I have to worry about getting hit by that guy. So I'm taking a chance on something I'm not super clear about. If it's nothing I've tried, but I've got to try it because I gotta learn these mechanics. So this is a learning try. This is why I'm doing this. We're gonna try some mind control over here. Okay. Does it get to move this turn or not? I do not know. And do I have to keep it in sight to be able to stay mind controlled? I do not know. We're going to find out when we run into the scarab. What's this say? Release target from mind control? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to find out if I run away. Okay. So I have control right here, right now, and how much does it cost to explode? Well, it doesn't apparently cost anything to make it explode. So that's just what we're going to do. So this guy's poisoned. Let's hope it hurts him somehow. Well, it's going to take away hit points now. Will it mess with his will? That would be the best case scenario. Because what I'm going to do here...
Ready to roll.
I don't know that we have a shot over here, do we?
Let's blast him.
Not a great shot. I am worried about Kurt Russell over there. But what I do have that we can do that will help with that worry a lot is this. Okay, we've disabled legs, arms, legs. Bleeding a lot, but still okay. We got movement of 4, so that can really help protect us. And Kurt, he does have vision now straight at you, so that's the bad news. And he regenerates, but so effectively bleeds 30 per turn.
I'm here.
And Kurt Russell, you know what we have available for us? Except we don't have the movement to be able to use it. And we would only get 1 shot with a pistol. So by keeping right here, we can take a shot with a pistol, which I don't believe is really going to help us out. We can find out. Yeah, it's really not going to help us out. Because we can't take anything out that would come back and shoot us and hurt us more. It's a shame we don't have just that extra tick. That I'd love to throw the incendiary grenade over there. He can't probably movement. Well, he'll have the action points, but will he be able to move far enough to move and shoot? There's our new question. And that's where we're going to be taking our chance. I don't think the fire worm or the poison worm can move far enough to get us this turn. I'm hoping. And we're going to take this cover out of sight of the Triton. And we are going to delay our jump and just hope that maybe we can get a little extra hurt, even though it's not a crazy accurate shot. The other option would be to run up here, and we could get an incendiary grenade over there. What is our best option? Let me just double check at the aim, which I think is hideous because he's behind something. If he wasn't behind something, I might just try it. So we're going to do the run over here option and throw a grenade. I like that. I think that protects Kurt Russell a little bit better.
Here we go.
Yes, here we go. And boy, I like those incendiary grenades. So that he's only down to one arm. So that should mean, because let's face it, he has what, 4 arms? He only has 1 left. He shouldn't be able to shoot anymore. Should not be able to shoot anymore, although he does have a blood-sucking arm, but his legs are disabled, so he can't move close enough to do that. So I think we did the right choice. We're going to move the Scarab in this direction to help us pick up our friend over here, or friends. The only thing we got to worry about is what's going to be the movement on this guy. He's the big unknown. Is he going to still be able to come out and go whackety-whack on us? And I feel safe against the worms, and we're about to find out. I'm stalling because I'm afraid. Here we go. Oh, I missed that fireworm. Yeah, the worms can't catch us. But there's going to be more worms that will be able to catch us. There's worms all over now. What's he doing? What's his range? How far can he get? And we are fortunate there. Okay. Now we got a lot to worry about. We have got a lot to worry about. Now I can come right over here. Boomity boom. Not a problem. In fact, we have fire worms all in the fire, just waiting to expand that fire. So I'm thinking what we got to do is I would like nothing better than to damage this guy, but I think he's going to get a swipe or 2 in on us. What I could do is War Cry to maybe help that before we take off and jet out of here. And that'll hurt a number of these little buggers. And then we leap out of here with you, Dana. We go back to pick up what we forgot the first time. Because that is now a position of safety as far as we can tell. We need to get our vehicle over here.
I can make a difference.
Or I need to get him out of here. So let's see if we can get the vehicle right about here. We might be able to run into it. Do you have the range, Kurt Russell, to get in our vehicle? little crowded in there. But I think we're okay. Now let's get our vehicle kind of out of the way. So maybe, just maybe, we won't get bashed this time. In fact, let's get it. This is, we could get all the way there, but let's do just short. Let's see if we can turn around. There we go. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, I think we might be able to offload somebody. Who do we have in the vehicle? It's looking like our priest is in there, and I think our priest needs to come out. And is that telling me... Oh no! Optical illusion! That's on the second floor. Well, I think our priest needs to work on getting up to the second floor. How about that? Well. Because these guys are going to shoot ultra close range to us right now. Might not be a bad time to shoot a rocket, but I'd rather keep that in my back pocket for the moment. We only have one more shot left, and these guys scare me less at the moment. So let's. Who else do we got in the vehicle? We got our assault. Maybe you're better to get out, so we can get you a little farther. So priest, I think we need to get you back in. You stepped out, didn't like what you saw, and ran back in. So let's take you out of here, Charles Dutton. You now are going to have a better opportunity to get up to the roof. In fact, if we dashed you here, you'll get on the second floor. Worms could still land on that second floor. But I'm happy to deal with that. Shall we dash again? Because once we get here,
never give up.
It's going to be a lot easier to drop back down to the vehicle. We got not enough action points after that dash. How did 2 dashes? Did I not hit dash on the second one and I just moved? And more than likely that's just what I did. But anyway, Veronica Cartwright, do we want to step you out and give you a shot while we're here? Should we have some fun like that? Stepping you out, though, doesn't give you anything but a pistol shot. So no, we won't have some fun like that. Although, we'll just leave it at that. All right, let's see what happens. Those all worms, or is that one last one another Arthron? I do not know. But we got worms coming our way now. And we got a little return fire. What do you know? A little bonus from being so close. His turn has ended. What have we got? We got poison worm up high, and we got others down low. So what I need to do is pick this thing up.
Let's show them what we can do.
And this is the ammo magazine. Yeah, I'm happy to get some of that. That's expensive ammo, so I'm more than happy to pick that one up. Let's get you back down here, Charles Dutton. Alright. Charles Dutton, let's come back to you. Do you have enough to offload your stuff? Yes. get you ready for another round. Alright, the Scarab is going to run away. We have 7 out of 10. We're about to collect that, and then we got to get here for our last one. So guess where we're driving? Except I probably don't want to drive the Scarab just a little too close to this thing. We're going to try and thread the needle, get away from this Arthron who's dealing with his poison, and get away from this so he can't stomp us. So let's start heading this way. And we could still shoot if we felt like it, but once again, I think we'll keep that in reserve. And this guy, even bleeding 40 at a time, is still 3 turns away from dying. He's probably going to run out of worms before he dies. We're going to charge on through way down here with our vehicle. I thought. I don't know why. Oh, ho, ho, that's why. We have something else in the way. Well, you are in the way. We can't shoot you yet. What is your range? Movement is only 14, so it's not the highest of movement in the world. So maybe we do... Yeah, I'm worried about his movement too, though. Kind of angle off and see if we can avoid these guys by parking right here. There we go. That means you, Dana, are going to remember to pick it up this time. And we're going to see if we can fly like the wind. In fact, why don't we land on top of this building? Isn't there some will in here we get by landing here? I do believe, I hope.
This is what we trained for, right?
And we're going to leave the Scarab as is. Everybody inside, staying safe. And let's end the turn. Coming for the heavy, but nothing landed right on the roof. I almost would rather have the worms land on the roof away right now because we're going to jump away from it. Okay, is he gonna... it looks like we just are out of range here. And that hopefully means we are just out of range there. Okay. And that also means... zoom, zoom, vroom, vroom. Let's get out of here. Oh, dagnabbit, we saw something else. We have found so many of these guys. I think what we're going to have to do is do the same zoom, zoom we were planning on. We're going to take the hits from this guy. More than likely, unless we jump some of us out of the vehicle. And see if we can hurt him. How about that for a plan? Hopefully jumping out, I didn't move us too far away. Except you know, if I had been smart, I would have had the back door off to the side so we didn't have to deal with that shield. But, you know, mistakes sometimes are made. Time to jet jump away. This is the closest worm we have to worry about. And this is my last jet jump with you, Dana. Unless we find a way to get you even more will. But I'm not seeing it. Let's see if our jet jump gets us where we want. We can pick it up. We can carry all 4. The only one I can't pick up is Synedrian Laser Pistol or Synedrian Neural Pistol. So if I'm going to leave anything behind... Is it a med kit? Yeah, it's probably going to be the Synedrian Laser Pistol we've been using the least. So that's the one we'd leave behind. I'm thinking I'm out of range of this worm. So we're just going to pick it up now and get ready to jump out of here and get going as soon as possible. And we have everything we need. And we probably might be able to survive some hits, but if I can jump some people off, why not do it, right? The individuals I jump out of here have to have shots right from where they are. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be worth it. I think we're just going to have to take the hits. How many will points? Oh, and he has... Oh, take that, but he has return fire. So actually, I think we'll get less damage. We can hold up to the machine gun fire better than we can those swiping pincers almost. Because they can swing those much... I think he can only get 2 shots off on us versus them being able to go swipe, 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 swipe. And get a lot of shots off. So we're calling it a turn. We got a long way to go, though, and maneuver to get back where we're going to need to go. So we're not out of the woods yet. Not out of the woods yet. Let's end our turn and see how we survive this turn. Okay, we can take that kind of a hit. It was just 2 like I thought. No more worms from that source. Lots of worms from this source. And the question is...
Receiving.
Dana has will to jump away. That was my big worry. And where is the best place to jump you? I think right now up high, so that jump after this, you can then get out. So Dana, since once we get up there, we aren't, well, I guess I imagine any worm that was up there before has jumped down by now. So let's just do this. And war cry anybody that might be there. It's not going to reach these guys anyway. So I take that back. Let's just jump in case I have to move you after the jump. I think that's the safer move.
Here goes.
And we don't have to move you. How far can my vehicle get? And the worms, I can't get around the worms because I can't run over even worms. Can I run anybody over? How am I going to have to get out of here? Am I going to be able to drive this vehicle out of here in any way, shape, or form? Well, I can get pretty far over here. That's where we're going. We're running, guys. We're running. What am I seeing over here now? Okay, there's another worm. That doesn't scare me. Another worm. You're panicking over worms. Can this guy stomp me somehow and cause hurt? So I'm moving down towards the worms. Okay, I get it. There's a lot of worms. Yes, a lot of worms. Oh my goodness. Let's keep us over on this side so maybe we can get around the worms. Am I going to even be able to maneuver through the worms? I'll tell you what. We will blast our... Jeez, oh Pete. We'll blast our way through the worms next turn if we have to. Here we go. Wouldn't that be nice to have that panic a whole mess of these guys, wouldn't it? They're going to form a wall of worms that I cannot get past. If he gets a swat, he gets a swat. See what I mean? He does a little more damage than that gun. One shot, because you move, you only get one shot, right? Yikes. Come on, don't get a flat tire now. He's probably shot all his worms. Look at all the worms out there right now. Question's going to be, can I drive through them now? Do I have a path to drive through these guys? Yeah, I think I'm headed towards the corner, as far away from these guys as I can, since there's no more worms ready to shoot. I can jump somebody else out to pick up. If we're lucky, it's a weapon and not ammo. Woo! They didn't quite box us in. That was scary. I was thinking they were going to box us in. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I am going to jump out our fast guy, Dutton, and exit the vehicle. And then run you up in this direction. Oh, we got a new one. So there, I guess it kind of worked in our favor that we got the worm shooters, the Chirons, to come at us, as opposed to other enemies. I think this would have been a much harder mission with the other enemies, given the resources that we had. So we're going to run over here and try and hide ourselves.
Moving to coordinates.
On the way to pick up that loot. And I think I'm going to do something that is not very typical on my part, and that is evacuate before we're all out of here. But I'm feeling like the vehicle can make it to that corner. That's what I'm counting on. So we're going to see if we can't jet jump. And now all we got left to worry about is the vehicle. So we're going to end our turn. Okay, he's got worms left for us. I wonder what kind of worms they are. Poison, 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 poison. Now, is there a way I can come up here, pick that up? We'll find out in a moment. It is a weapon, a laser assault rifle, and that is very much something I would like to pick up. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to bring this scarab over here now. I said we're going to bring this scarab over here now. He needs to stop seeing stuff. We can load you back in, Charles Dutton.
Already there.
To get you out of harm's way. And drive like the wind. Alright, fortunately it looks like we have outrun the enemy on this one. No one's going to be able to get close. We're going to be able to move out next turn. And let's just make this happen. right, that feels good. 3 level ups too. We got Charles Dutton, Kurt Russell, Brooke Adams. So we got almost everybody up to level 4. So that's pretty cool. It does give us a chance. We actually didn't lose the Scarab. We're going to be able to head back up to Greenland is what I'm thinking. Switch out Scarabs and have this team back to full strength really quick. Look at the XPs that the first 2 picked up alone. Wow. All right, feeling a little fortunate on this one. Happy, real happy camper about the loot we picked up. 700 materials, totally needed the most of those, and even the food gets us back up to 2,000, where I feel like we might be able to afford to trade some of this stuff for things we might need, like more materials. So feeling a lot more confident, a lot better after having completed that mission. I think I was worried about this mission going into it more than any other, and even given that, I can see how it could have gone a lot worse with this team if we had had some different types of enemies instead of just Chiron after Chiron after Chiron. I almost feel because we had the vehicle, that played into our hands to make it a little easier, because those worms couldn't damage our vehicle, which was a weak point on this team. So we kind of lucked out and squeaked by, I think. I think we squeaked by. All right, so just as I said, I'm going to send the Tiamat back up to Greenland. There's no way they're going to make it in time for this thing. If I find we're right about here with time to remaneuver to get down there, maybe I will. But no, for now, we're just going to get our fresh Scarab and reward this team with little R&R. And here we have Phase 2, an exploration site. We have located an old pre-war AI unit that has the capabilities we require. We need to retrieve the AI from its current location inside an abandoned Scarab vehicle. Once this task is complete, the AI should be able to reinitialize the secret satellite network and provide us with access to the old missile systems that are still in orbit. So what we do is the Mana Corps got to Phase 2, the New Jericho mission that'll increase our reputation with them, and looks like this is the one that's up next. So there we are, way up in the frozen north. That is our next mission next time, guys, and hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. I probably enjoyed it more just because I was on pins and needles, and you guys at home probably didn't have quite that same feeling, but I'm sure glad we got those goods, and I'm feeling a little better about our supply situation right at the moment. The one thing I'm going to do before we cut out that I meant to do at the very beginning is, well, I was going to get the new sniper armor built for our newest sniper that we've named Drumax. Once again, please tell me, because I'm gonna worry I'm saying it the wrong way the whole time. I'm pronouncing it. Okay, so Drumax, you're gonna get a Banshee helmet, Banshee leg armor, and Banshee body armor. Our other viewer character is gonna get, he has his headgear already, the mutation or whatever on that, but we're going to give you the rest of the priest armor just, well, if I can get down to the priest armor, just to get you outfitted out so you can feel just a little bit safer. And actually it helps with your speed a tiny bit. So that's the immediate armor I wanted to get built. The other thing I want to see about building, and all of a sudden we're running through those supplies, but there's a couple things. I do want the B team, once I get, or the Tiamat team. I have a Goliath on the Helios team, a Goliath on the Manticore team. I would like to get another Goliath built, whether I put it on the Tiamat team or not. And then I also want to get another Neuraiser for another team in line. So I may end up switching the orders on some of these a little bit, but I wanted those built right away to get us by. Let me just see. Medkits 20, that's 28 materials we're saving per pop, and we got 11 of these. That's a lot of materials we've just saved by having all these medkits that we've found. So I'm not seeing anything else right off the bat that I feel urgent to have to build. Is any of these particular sticks better than the other? Oh, we don't have the resources for this one. So no, yeah, of course this is a better stick Dragon's Tooth, 140 damage, 50 bleed. One. So it does better damage, 50 bleed. One. That gives also 6 virus. Marduk's Fist. So yeah, we're going to start looking at some of the sticks we've got out there and try to see if we can get us at least the best possible stick. So those of you carrying sticks, if you're interested in anything, the Dagon's Tooth, I could see myself calling it the Dagon Tooth, but we'll just call it the Dagon's Tooth. The Marduk's Fist, which has the best damage and has potential shock value. This has bleed value. And the Scion over here has virus that it inflicts. So if you have a stick preference, I'm willing for these costs to get you your stick of choice, at least until we get to the really nice ones down the road. So this is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Hope you enjoyed the mission that I feel we squeaked by and got lucky on. But what can I say? I think it probably was easier. I say we squeaked by because it could have been worse. Not that the mission itself, as it presented itself, was the hardest in the world. But anyway, you get what I'm saying, I think. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.